it's bright and early Sunday morning. We are at Exit Escape Room New York City, and we're doing two rooms here. One is at this old location, and then we're going to go to the new location after. Over here, we have the Speed NYC. Let's see what we have. Let's go.
ESCAPETHEROOMers, Brandon here. We are at Exit Escape Room NYC, and I'm with Shani. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So this guy right here, he's in charge of all the electronics and technological wiring and all that stuff, and he's going to take us in and show what he's working on right now, if that's okay.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, all right, so let's go. Come on.
Right now we're building 2 new rooms in this location, and this is basically the brain of the rooms. These two control one room, and this controls the other room. As you can see, there's a ton of wires. There's over 300 connections per room.
Oh my goodness.
We use a mix of different technologies. We use things like Raspberry Pis, which you probably know about.
Oh yeah.
For like TVs and sound and everything like that. But we use a new technology called a PLC. It's usually used for industrial, like factories and things like that. And we use that to control all the magnets and everything that releases. So basically what we did is I designed this paddle board.
Yeah.
I designed it actually myself and sent it out from manufacturer. It allows me to do much more complex controls. Like I can do, see these buttons allow me to activate it right from here without having to go all the way and actually doing the riddle. I can just check everything from here.
Wow.
And in addition, I have this little override board where I can connect it in. And this is basically what the operators have.
So do you need to keep these lids open all the time?
No, they're closed right now because we're working on it.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But if you need to manually get in it.
Yeah, you can have to. But that way I don't have to open it because I can send it out over there and then they can do it remotely.
Ah, nice.
So that's one of the big advances that we did lately.
Right.
That's basically it. As you can see, there's a lot of power required.
Yeah.
But every different sensor comes in and then it goes into the brain, it computes what it needs to do, and then it sends out an output to release.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question, because usually we ask this when it comes to the developing of the concept design puzzles. Now this is kind of getting more in deep with the technology behind it. So how do you start? Like, if you know what you need to do, what is your process to?
Because it's a creative process, it's like hard to tell you exactly the steps. It's not 1, 2, 3. But basically, we start with a concept for what we want to do, like what is the theme of the room, and then we start inventing puzzles for that theme. Like you're in the cupcake room right now, so mixing ingredients and things like that.
Yeah.
So then we break it up into smaller puzzles, and then we try and create an actual flow from those puzzles.
Okay. So your piece is kind of the last piece of the puzzle. You need to lay it out, and then
we work together as a team. We're a family.
Yeah.
So what happens is my dad is in charge of actually the building, like the physical
construction.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom is more on the design side. My brother, he does all the Raspberry Pi coding.
Wow.
And I do all the wiring and PLC coding. So basically, the whole family's in on it together.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So what happens is each one of us gives his input on the different riddles.
Right.
And that way we can make a much better end product.
That's great that you guys talk it over and you figure out how can we make this work, and then each one has their role to make it happen. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for showing us and giving us a little, we never get to see what's behind the walls and the wiring.
Yeah.
And this is great. ESCAPETHEROOMers, we are at Exit Escape Room NYC in Midtown West. Great location, very easy to get to, plenty of trains everywhere you turn. We actually have been here in the past. We did the Mission Room, which was amazing, which is why we had to come back and try out some of the other rooms. Today, we did High Speed NYC. Train, exhilarating escape room. It was so much fun. And then the newest room, Sugar Rush. What better way to top it off with a dessert? And the two rooms that we did today were amazing. And I'm standing here with Mike. He's one of the co-owners of this company, and we had an amazing time. Thank you for having us and talking with us. So tell us, Exit, when did you guys open?
We opened exactly 2 years ago, actually.
2 years ago. Almost
August of 2017.
fairly new, but not. But you guys have enough rooms. It seems like you've been open for forever.
You have to expand.
You have to expand, especially when you're doing so well. It's something you love to do.
You do it right, people enjoy, they have a good time, and then you need to provide more.
Right.
Escape rooms, unlike other businesses, once you do it, you can come back to the same room.
Right.
So
You got to keep
new ones.
and reinventing yourself. And with that said, we are actually standing in their second location, their newest location, a couple blocks from the other one, still in Midtown West. When did you open this location?
This location is very new, actually. We opened it roughly about 5 weeks ago.
5 weeks, wow. And let's talk about the old location first. How many rooms do you have offering there?
So in the old location we have 3 rooms. We have the High Speed NYC, which is what we guys played today. We have the Submarine Escape Room called Operation Dive. And the Mission, which is a secret agent campaign.
So 3 in the old location, and in this location, they're still actually building more rooms and filling it up. But how many do you have operational right now?
Right now we have the 2 Sugar Rush rooms, which is really the same room but double room.
Okay.
And we did that because often we have big groups, corporate groups, birthday parties, and they want to split and compete. So we decided to build a room that's suitable for that. And we have 2 more rooms that are currently being constructed.
So in terms of the process of how you create these rooms, because I know everything is built in-house, where do you come up with the content and the creativity behind the puzzle and stuff?
Well, it's a thought process. We come together, first we decide what would be a cool theme, something interesting, maybe a little bit different, and once we decide on a cool theme that we think that is going to be interesting and have very fun, cool puzzles, we start to work on how to integrate puzzles and create puzzles that will work good with the theme. As in all of our rooms, all the puzzles and every element of the room fits the theme and goes along with the story. We don't have any elements that have nothing to do with the room or with the theme that you guys are playing.
We got that feeling too. When you're in there, everything being utilized makes sense because of your situation.
Yes, we want it to be immersive and not confusing in that sort of way. So so we sit down, we think, and my partners, one of my partners, he designs the rooms. That's his thing. He's very creative in that way. The way they're gonna look and everything. We build them together.
That's great. Yeah. And I can tell you guys,
and we build according to the design. My partner's son, we've already met him.
There's all the wiring.
Yeah, he does all the electronics, all the wire.
Yeah, that's great that you guys communicate to put out an awesome product for everybody. And a lot of it is family oriented. It's geared towards tourists coming to visit New York, and they have a great location, very accessible. In the near future for Exit, can you tell us anything and our viewers about what to expect?
Well, we are coming up with a brand new room that's going to be ready soon, and it will have a culinary theme just as the Sugar Rush does.
So we get to eat while we play too.
I don't want to give you any spoilers or anything, but the theme is going to be pizza, Italian theme. It's going to be very cool, very, very immersive, very awesome design. I wish I could show you, but we can't.
You guys gotta check out their website for the updates on when that's gonna happen. So is there ETA on that? Like when you expect it to be done?
Should be probably about 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh wow, that's soon. Okay, well, yeah, give it a couple of weeks and come back and check it out. The last question we have for you is your rooms. Are they for public, private, option for both?
So there's an option for both.
Okay.
You can choose to make it private, or you can book it as a public game. The difference is if you're a small group, if you're less than 5 people, the price will be higher per person for a private game. 5 people and up, it's the same price, and it's very affordable. Even at 2 or 3 people, it's still very affordable. You don't have to buy the entire room in order to play.
Definitely worth it though. You should come check it out. They have a lot of rooms to offer and it's a lot of fun, very immersive. Thanks, Mike. We had an amazing time trying 3 out of your 4 or soon to be 5 rooms, and we will be back.
Try the rest of them, and thank you for coming. Thank
Absolutely.
you for taking us in.
You got it. Check out the YouTube channel, check out the website for our reviews on all 3 rooms that we played so far, and hopefully you can make it down here. Take care.
Hello, Escaperoomers. We just finished 2 rooms back to back at Exit Escape Room NYC, and obviously we gotta get some sugar and some treats for ourselves for completing both rooms in time. But you know, I'm like eating them slowly, but obviously Brendan has already divulged it. So this is, no, Brendan, it's mine.